Alright, so I guess I'm just going to start this here. Putting the skulls I want on to try and score as high as I can. I already beat it on Heroic and Legendary with the Mythic skull on, and I just unlocked Famine. I thought, hey, I could probably do this with the Famine skull on too, which probably score twice as many points. The first level is pretty easy. It's not the nightmare that the game becomes once you start fighting Warden Eternal over and over again. My goal here is to score 1,000,000 points because 1,000,000's a nice round flat number that sort of makes you feel good about yourself. Not that anyone was very competitive at the Halo campaign scoring ever, so no one's ever going to care. Because they don't have leadership boards, not really anyways. And being good at scoring high in the campaign doesn't mean you're good at the multiplayer.
Incoming!
Alright, so here we go.
We could have taken him.
Got the subtitles turned
Bale,
on.
keep an ear on comms.
Affirmative.
Turn on the subtitles.
Tanaka, full security.
Usually.
On it.
And these are the nicest
Halsey and Andama
subtitles
are holed up inside
in
a
the Halo
forerunner
game
structure
so
ahead.
far.
That's our target.
So Halsey called us?
She said there was something big happening.
Sort of their
and get
way
Captain
of
Lasky
slipping
coordinates to
in
find her.
story.
Contact.
Here we go. Go for the headshots. Yeah, not everyone knows this, but a lot of weapons can headshot, like the battle rifle, DMR, human handgun, or pistol, whatever it's called. The carbine, carbine actually. And yeah, you just the headshots will instantly kill jackals and grunts, crawlers. What gets really annoying is the things with you have to get their shield or just do a flat amount of damage to them. And look at those huge numbers just popping up on the screen. I think my commentary is sort of sounding like Bob Ross or something. I don't know. Now, when you play on the higher difficulty setting with the skulls on, you move a lot slower through the level because you get hit or tagged by a little bit of gunfire and your shield is just gone. This is definitely a much easier game to beat on Legendary with skulls on because you can't get knocked. You can't die. There it is. That's what I was gonna say. You get knocked down and
move on toward
they just
Halsey's
pick you right back up instead of restarting at the checkpoint. And you don't even need to shoot at these guys because they're just going to run off.
Soldiers just teleported through that ice wall.
Gotta love the Spartan charge. Sometimes I just try and Spartan charge those guys to death. Well, that time it worked out because I knocked him off. And that's you see what I just did there? I targeted someone by pushing up on the D-pad, which will send them to locations which you might not even have to do on lower difficulty settings.
You could push right up the middle. That would be rough.
Yeah.
Might want to consider flanking them.
On Mythic Legendary, you basically just target your enemy all the time because it's going to take the entire group's squad fire to kill every single enemy that you systematically have to eliminate before moving on to the next area. I don't really know what I'm doing with the Storm Rifle. The Storm Rifle's garbage. Prometheans, their weakness is their own weapons. That'll do the suppressor. That'll be the easiest way to kill one. And I'll do this thing a lot of the time that I don't see other people do, which is to shoot them a lot with, in this case, the suppressor. until their head explodes a little bit, and then I switch to my other weapon and try and headshot them to finish them off. But it's not really foolproof, and some people, they'll just keep on shooting because, see, I'm trying to do it, but his head didn't actually become vulnerable. But then later I would get lazy and I would just do what everyone else does, which is just keep shooting them until they're dead. But you do get more points if you headshot them.
Up and at him, Lock.
Thanks, Spartan.
One thing that's weird about being downed and then picked back up by a teammate is that they don't do that in the multiplayer. It kind of reminds me of Borderlands. And I've never actually beaten this game co-op with anybody. I've played a little bit of co-op, but it's not even a long game, it's just like 4 hours. Every Halo game is actually 4 hours unless you play on higher difficulty.
Push up.
That's another thing you have to do, is you have to keep on telling them to move to positions in front of you, because otherwise they'll linger behind, and when you get downed, you'll bleed out before they get up to you. Gotta make sure your squad's with you all the
On my
time.
mark.
Got it. Hostile spotted.
Quick location.
Push up.
Copy that, Lock. Copy.
Move. Double time.
Copy.
Yeah, I took the time to beat the game, trying to get 1,000,000 points on every level, and, you know, it makes you feel good at the game, but then you take it back online to the multiplayer and you just get destroyed by these platinum level competitive ranked players that they're just like instantly headshotting you so fast, you think it's gotta be some kind of aimbot. Just like the numbers and points in this. Yeah, there's no game that you don't get XP at those numbers in the game. I would remember playing the first Borderlands and getting 1,000 XP a kill fighting the Guardians or whatever. Were they called the Guardians? Because I'm just thinking, hey, they're called the Guardians in this too. Different things.
Get the knocker back up now.
Yeah. Huge numbers, every kill, just big number on your screen.
Solid copy.
Because with all those skulls, it's like times 22 points. I remember the first time I tried this game on normal or easy, the first thing I reacted to that I didn't like compared to other games was I felt like I was just running out of ammo all the time. You use up all the ammo you have on like 1 or 2 guys, and then you need to look around and pick up a new weapon. It was like, who would do that in real life? They're not going to send me into a situation with enough ammunition to get the job done. I have to go around picking up weapons of people I defeat and use those. It's ridiculous. But, you know, that's actually part of the gameplay. And if you don't like it, then you don't like Halo.
Visual contact. Soldier.
Move up.
It's jumping.
I recorded all of this on the game DVR that's built into the Xbox. When I first started using that, if you synced your Xbox up to your YouTube account, you could upload the video from your Xbox directly to your YouTube account, but like a year or 2 ago they changed it so that instead it automatically uploads to GameDVR.com, and it's actually a little bit nicer because from GameDVR.com you can then upload it to YouTube, and before you'd pause and then wait for the video to upload. And when it's uploading to GameDVR.com, it doesn't pause. It just does that in the background. But the thing is the videos don't upload in the correct order. So sometimes you need to like go through all of them and figure out like what order they're in. It can be hard to tell. Especially when a lot of the gameplay videos aren't very interesting. But then, you know, you can download the videos again, which is what I do, and then put them into iMovie.
Thanks, Spartan.
And I'm trying to record an MP3 audio file while watching myself play, commenting on everything I'm doing, and then adding that audio to the footage. Just sort of fun to do, I guess. Yeah, I guess my commentary skills need a little bit of work. Keep on Spartan charging that guy, and he just would not die. 3 Spartan charges. Yeah, I just need to learn to not do that. I'll keep doing that through the entire game. Just keep on Spartan charging, and just accomplishing nothing on this difficulty.
Taking that soldier
Take that
down.
soldier down.
Roger.
There I go again. Well, I guess now, you know, I can just sit and kill 2. It's not important. I mean, yeah, if you melee them in the back, it'll instantly kill them. So there is that. And what I found out, if I didn't realize this, I wouldn't have been able to beat the game on Legendary even. The plasma pistol is way stronger in this game than it has been pretty much before.
Push up.
It's just it has so much ammo. So much ammo. I'm firing. You don't charge it up in this one. You just keep auto firing it. Charging it up burns through too much ammo. And yeah. It's great actually. It's how you actually get through the next level, Blue Team, because when I first tried doing Blue Team on Legendary, I had no idea how to kill Jackals and Elites. But what you do is you just pick up that plasma pistol and you don't charge it up and fire it. You just
Good work, everyone.
keep auto firing it.
I noticed in the briefing Dr.
Pushing the
Halsey
trigger
lost her left arm. When did that happen?
Jewel did it. No idea when or why.
Reckon it wasn't an argument, or he'd have cut off her head instead of her arm.
Let's see. This should do
I
it.
think most people, if you're just playing for enjoyment and how the gameplay feels, Heroic is probably a better difficulty without any skulls on. Because Legendary with skulls on, it just becomes a matter of just firing more, just shooting more at them. And just
Doors
moving really slow.
The Artemis did the trick.
Locke, listen to this. They're assaulting the back of the temple. Bring in the Kraken.
Kraken sighted.
Hold position. Buy more time. Jewel's getting desperate.
How'd you learn to speak Sangheili, Vale?
When I was a kid, I was stuck on a diplomatic shuttle adrift in deep space for 6 months. My options were be real bored or spend the time getting smart.
Our destination is on the other side of this battlefield.
Yeah,
Watch
when
out for
you
the
watch
Kraken.
this,
The Covenant
you
are
see
trying to
how
use
many
it to break the
times you
Promethean
get
lines.
downed. You don't feel
I'd rather
that
knock
cool
his
if
stuff
you're
between them.
playing it on Legendary Skulls. I said, oh, got downed again. Any other Halo, back in the checkpoint.
I'm up. Thanks. Take that position.
Takes me so long to figure out every area too, just getting downed over and over again. rewatching it and adding commentary later is going to take just as long as playing it through the first time.
Someone take that weapon.
Got it. Gotcha. Roger. Good location.
Push up.
Hey, careful, Locke.
Front hit.
Whoever shot me.
Yeah, I don't really like fighting the Prometheans a whole lot on this difficulty. They're just so hard. The soldiers, they take so much ammo to kill, and the knights, you have to shoot off their like armpits and then shoot them in the back. But actually that's not true. I realized on the very last level that what you do is you shoot off one armpit, and you're never going to see me do this. It's a very skill shot. You shoot off one armpit, and then it yells or roars or whatever, exposing its face for a second, and you're supposed to instantly kill it then. That's the best way to do it, but it's very difficult.
Keep moving toward Halsey's
Other than
position.
the soldiers and the knights, the crawlers are fun. You know, you just keep shooting them in the head. Those headshots, they swarm over you. They just get a bunch of kills real fast. And you already know, of course,
Kraken is
that
falling back! Forward
pick someone
defenses were
up,
too much
or
for
when
it!
they pick you up, you gotta both get an overshield for like 2 seconds.
Sister, need help.
Up and at him, Locke.
Thanks, Spartan.
Systems are locked.
Yeah, and all the maps, there are all these weapons all over the place, and you wouldn't even notice any other difficulty setting, but when you're just like stuck on a map for over an hour, longer than you need it to be, playing it on Mythic Legendary, that's when you notice where all the weapons are. And like how much ammo it actually took you to get through the part. There's that, I think it's called a splinter turret. Oh man, what a useless thing. I don't even know why I always pick them up. I'm trying to have fun. That's the most frustrating thing, is using all these explosive weapons and giant turrets and then them being less effective than like an assault rifle. Oh, another thing I didn't mention about the game DVR, I don't know if you use it, but every clip only records for as long as 10 minutes at the most. So, yeah, so it's sort of annoying, but at the same time, when you just stream, there's a lot of dead periods where you're not doing a whole lot.
They'll knock us down. On my mark.
Copy that, Locke. At location.
Take that turret out.
On it. No problem. Get rid of that soldier.
Systems down.
It's okay, Locke.
I'm up. Thanks.
And the gameplay really drags on so long at this difficulty that I sort of run out of things to talk about.
Clear that turret.
23,000, one soldier kill, headshot. I'm already at 9,000. The previous score, that which you could have seen at the beginning of the video, was about 748,000. Already at 9,000. Definitely going to get to my goal of 1 million points on this.
No worries, Locke. I got you.
Thanks, Spartan.
Easy, Vale. Ship fired at that soldier.
And I've beaten a Halo game before on Legendary with the skulls on by myself. Halo 3, I remember doing that, but no one really believes me, and I tried playing the first level of Halo 3 again on the Collector's Edition, on Legendary with the Mythic skull, and Catch, and Tilt, Thunderstorm, all that stuff, and I couldn't do anything at all. I didn't even know how I used to do that. I really did used to enjoy Catch when I was younger, you'd just be jumping around the whole time, dodging grenades, but yeah, no one ever enjoyed that, and it's almost like they would take personal offense when I'd put them all on as a joke. They would be like physically mad at me for putting those skulls on.
Move up.
I'm on it. Going now.
Push up.
Consider it done. At location.
Or even the meta score. People wouldn't turn the scoring on, and I still see that like when I go to people's profiles and check what scores they got. And they would basically play through the game, maybe beat it on all the difficulties, but they would never turn the score on. But I don't understand why. The scoring just makes it more fun. Though in this game, it's different because when you turn scoring on, it turns the cinema scenes off, which, you know, they don't give you the option to like choose. It's like if scoring's on, the cinema scenes are off, or you can have the cinema scenes on and no scoring. But if you're just playing through the levels over and over again, trying to get more points, then you probably didn't really want to watch the cinema scenes again.
I'm in rough shape over here.
Cover. Keep them. There you go, Spotty.
But even then, you don't just like keep on playing a level over and over again, trying to beat the score, because it takes too long. And this level is one of probably the shortest level, not counting the missions that you can't even score on, because all you do is talk to people, which was kind of a weird choice. But
Thanks.
Gotta put that soldier down. That'll be fine, Buck.
yeah, the missions
Area's
go
clear.
on for too long. It's been a problem in
All the
several
Unum are somewhere
Halo
inside that
games.
structure.
The first
We do this
Halo,
right, we bring our target home and end the
Halo
Covenant in one move.
4, and some of these missions on higher difficulties, they'll go on for over an hour, which is
The
just
blow to
way too
Ndama's
long.
authority when the
You play
Prometheans
a
turned on
level
him.
for 80
Gained a lot of
minutes,
followers,
and there's
styling
no
himself
way
as a
that you're
forerunner
just
prophet.
starting it over
Jul
again,
Ndama is an
trying to beat the
opportunist,
last score. At
not a
least
leader.
not for
It
me,
was only
when
a
there's
matter
like
of
no one
time
even
until his
to
version of the
compete
Covenant
with,
started to
with
break.
scores about.
Well, it could stand to
You know?
break a little faster if you ask me.
Means absolutely nothing, and then takes hours to do.
We're close to Halsey's position.
Even Halo 2 had some sort of long levels, or they would have parts on the level where you weren't doing anything. I know all that.
Nice.
Just beat all the Halos
The new
again
kind,
right
too,
before doing
like they
this.
reported on Oban.
Concentrate fire on the broken armor.
Night apart, piece by piece.
Delete the area.
Alright, this is the
let
last
them through
part.
the
Let's see
Halsey.
how
We need
I
her
do
alive.
fighting these knights. You got all these things like rocket launchers and fuel rod cannons sometimes. All these different weapons, and against the knights they don't really do a whole lot. Or the hunters even. Hunters, you just gotta shoot them in the back. Knights, you gotta shoot their armpits and then shoot them in the back. Just, making fighting these things just a pain. And, you hold on to your rockets and your hydras and try and use them on these tougher enemies, because you'd think that's what you would do. Use these anti-vehicle weapons on these tougher enemies, and they're just like, nope, doesn't really hurt me. You gotta shoot me in my vulnerable zones.
On my mark.
Roger.
Eliminate that knight.
Suppressor's pretty good at shooting off those glowing spots, because
The
it'll
glowing
home
area,
into
it's
them.
vulnerable. Shoot there.
You have to be sort of at a medium range, and then, all the time I shoot these things off, and then it is just a pain trying to get it to expose its back to me. That's a bad example. That was pretty easy right there. But yeah, pretty sure what you're supposed to do is have a weapon like the light rifle here, and you're supposed to shoot off its armpit, its glowing spot,
Almost clear.
and then
Keep up the
it'll
pressure,
yell
Osiris.
and expose its face, and you're supposed to be good enough to instantly shoot it in its head right afterwards. And if you don't get that one shot, then you have to shoot it in its back.
Down! Need help!
You're good, man.
Armor's down! Thanks.
You're knocking down. Regroup. I'm grounded. Systems down.
I did really enjoy the boost dodges that they put in this game. Ah, man. That is so cool. Already at 1,000,000 points, so all I need to do is just finish off these really annoying knights
Move
that,
up.
as you play it more and more and fight more and more of them, it only gets more annoying. Just, the knights, the Warden Eternals, just complete pain to
Almost
fight
clear.
these things.
Keep up the pressure, Osiris.
Like Warden Eternal, it's almost like the first real boss in the Halo game, and it is just a complete thing. I mean, Halo had some bosses, kind of. They had Tartarus in Halo 2. We had an invulnerability shield, and they would introduce the invulnerability equipment in the campaign mode. That turned out that's why Tartarus was invincible, because he had an invulnerability shield that he would turn on. Super annoying. Because you don't even know why. You don't know that glowing means they're invulnerable.
I'm down. My armor's jammed up.
But Halo 1 and Halo 3, they didn't have a final boss, they would have a Warthog scene. I thought the Warthog scene was fun in the first one. I thought it was going to be cool in the second one. It was like, oh cool, another Warthog thing. But it wasn't really that good of an ending.
Rally up. We just lost there.
Then I think you don't even fight the Didac in Halo 4. I think it's just like a cinema scene. Yeah, Halo 5 finally had sprinting and aim down sights, the things that other shooter games... Oh no, they're all dead. They are all dead. And whenever that happens, you have to just wait for them to respawn. You just have to wait for like a minute 30, like it's a survivor game. What do you call them? Battle Royales, yeah. Like we're just gonna sit around and not doing anything for over a minute just because I'm just trying to survive. Not a huge fan of Battle Royales, but they added one to Fallout 76 after it was released, and it was cool that they added it, though. It's not like it doesn't add something that you can do in the game, but most Battle Royales are just that. And it always seems like a really boring shooter, and they're almost becoming more popular than most online shooters, where they all used to be team deathmatch, which I think started in Doom. I'm not sure about that, though. It would have to be the computer version of Doom. And even then, most people probably didn't have internet back when that game was out.
I'll get it done, Mark.
And on this night, I'm going about it this way, where you can still kill them by doing this, but it's so annoying to try and just shoot the thing to death. There its head's off, so now I can finally just shoot it in its head and kill it. Headshot,
All right.
night kill.
Danger is clear.
We move on Halsey and Jewel.
And that is how you score 1,000,000 points on the Osiris level. Pretty easy to do.